So in this video we are going to take a closer look at my concept Spider-Man suit, the Wasp Spider. Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys. Please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. Any and all support to the channel is obviously very much appreciated. So in this video we are going to take a look at my concept Spider-Man suit, the Wasp Spider. So a little bit of background to this. I recently came across a species of spider that I did not know existed here in the UK, which is the Wasp Spider. I was dropping my kids at school and there was a bit of commotion in the playground and all the kids were gathering around, so we went over and had a look, and it turned out to be this beautiful spider, the Wasp Spider. Now I did a bit of research and it turns out that it's not overly common but also not overly rare in the UK. I mean, in all of my years I've never seen one in the flesh, but naturally being a bit of a nature freak I had to get a couple of pictures, which are the ones that I'm showing you now. Now when I left I kind of got thinking to Spider-Man and I thought, you know what, this would make a really cool suit. So here we go, this is what I came up with. Now the idea of the colourings on the Wasp Spider is to deter predators. So it is there to pose as a wasp, or at least look like a wasp. Now it isn't venomous, it's not dangerous to human beings, but obviously it definitely looks intimidating. So I wanted to replicate this in the Spider-Man suit. Obviously the colour palette that I'd be working with would be black, white and yellow, or gold. Now I've always loved the Ben Reilly kind of hoodie look, so I knew that I kind of wanted to use that in this concept. So I got an old body that I had in my fodder that was a Ben Reilly body with a hood, and basically just kind of adapted the body of a Ben Reilly Spider-Man. I added some Black Widow gauntlets so that they were obviously matched the colour that I was going to be using, and here he is next to the regular suit Spider-Man. And I just kind of played. I didn't really plan it out. I just kind of looked at the pictures, looked at kind of how the markings were on the actual spider itself, and just had a bit of a play. Now something that's always significantly distinctive about Spider-Man is that he always has the spider emblem on his chest or back or somewhere. So I knew that had to feature somehow. So basically all I did was kind of use the lines of the spider to kind of replicate the lines that we had on the Wasp Spider, and just had a play around really. All I knew is that I wanted him to have a hoodie. So yeah, so there we go. So on the back I just put the black spider logo as well, and just kind of followed the yellow lines around from the legs to kind of create a bit of a shape on there. Put some yellow bars over the legs so that we could have the black, white and yellow all on the legs as well, and just gave him some kind of arm bars as well around the biceps. The actual eyes, I decided that I wanted to go yellow with a white outline as opposed to white with a yellow outline, and I knew that his mask was going to be black because I wanted to paint the inside of the hood yellow. Now obviously the base colour being white, similar to the actual spider itself, and yeah, I just got the paints out and had a play. Now I'm really pleased with how he turned out. I'm not sure whether it would be something that would kind of feature in Marvel, but obviously we've had so many variations on the Spider-Man suit already. I don't think this actually stands up as a bad contender. Oh, the other thing I did as well is I painted his fingertips yellow as well, just to kind of replicate what the Wasp Spider's legs look like, because obviously he has them kind of yellow and black lines on his legs as well. But yeah, all in all I was pretty pleased with him. Let me just actually grab a Ben Reilly Spider-Man just so that you can see them side by side. But yeah, like I said, I've always been a huge fan of the hoodie look, although it's a very 90s kind of look on a Spider-Man figure. However, I think that on this Wasp Spider concept suit, it actually works quite well. Here's Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider as well, just side by side so you can see. They do look distinctively different. Now the only thing that I was disappointed about that I kind of wish I'd gone back is if you have a look just above his belt there, you can see the holes from the Ben Reilly Spider-Man belt. But I can go back and fill those at a later date. I also used a Havoc belt that I had in my fodder as well, just because I like the emblem on it, and I thought that that worked quite well with what I was going for. But I needed to use a belt just to kind of break the hoodie up. But yeah, that was my concept. That was the spider that it was based on. And I think all in all it turned out alright. I'm quite pleased with how it looked. So I busted my camera out and took some pictures of him here on a rooftop. Just a really simple setup with a printed out background behind it, using a couple of different yellows and orange lights to highlight various elements of the suit. And yeah, just put him on a diorama rooftop piece here as well. So that's that picture, and then I added a few more lights in the background just to make it a bit more dynamic. But I think he photographs quite well. I think it looks like a cool suit. It's one that I would definitely like to see in the comic books. Marvel, give me a call if you want to use it. Thank you very much. I'm not actually 100% sure whether it would be an alternate suit of Spider-Man or whether it would be a villain, like a spider villain. Perhaps because obviously it's called Wasp Spider, maybe then a villain would be better. But here's a quick 360 look at the suit as well, just before we finish up. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it as a concept. I didn't really put too much planning into it. I just saw the spider and decided that I wanted a Spider-Man to represent that particular breed of spider. So yeah, obviously if you enjoy the channel, please do like, share and subscribe and all of those things. All support is very much appreciated.